Taking a simple pill changed their lives forever. What went wrong with thalidomide? Get ready for the shocking truth. In the 1950s, a new drug promised to change modern medicine, thalidomide. Initially introduced as a sedative and treatment for morning sickness in pregnant women, it was touted as safe and effective. However, behind this facade lay an unimaginable tragedy. Thalidomide was created by the German pharmaceutical company Chemie Grünenthal in 1954. By the mid-1950s, it was distributed in over 46 countries, becoming a resounding success. Doctors widely prescribed it, convinced of its safety. But soon, alarming reports of devastating side effects began to emerge. Babies were born with severe deformities, stunted limbs, defective internal organs, and disabilities that would affect them for life. It is estimated that around 10,000 children worldwide were affected. The medical community and the victims' families were stunned. How could a widely prescribed medication cause so much harm? In hospitals and clinics across Europe and other continents, doctors and midwives began noticing a disturbing increase in the number of babies born with severe deformities. The teratogenic component of its structure had been inadvertently released, wreaking havoc on thousands of lives. The promise of a safe drug turned into a global nightmare, revealing the dark side of scientific and technological progress. The key to the mystery began to be unveiled thanks to the keen observation of an Australian doctor, Dr. William McBride, and a German pediatrician, Dr. Widukind Lenz. Both, working independently, noticed a connection between the deformities and the use of thalidomide during pregnancy. The evidence was so compelling that in 1961, the first alarms were raised. But by then, the tragedy had already reached global proportions. Investigations and warnings from McBride and Lenz had a global impact, leading to the withdrawal of thalidomide in almost all the countries where it was marketed. However, although the withdrawal was swift, the damage had already been done. The true magnitude of the disaster became apparent when it was estimated that more than 10,000 babies worldwide had been born with deformities due to thalidomide. The images and stories of these children, with their deformed limbs and anguished faces, shocked the world. Thalidomide, once sold as a symbol of progress and safety, became an emblem of medical horror. The story of Stephen Murray. Among many other tragic stories, that of Stephen Murray stands out. Born in 1962 in the United Kingdom, Stephen came into the world with severe deformities, no arms and deformed legs. His mother had taken Distaval, the most common brand of thalidomide in the UK, to alleviate morning sickness during pregnancy, unaware of the danger. Despite his limitations, Stephen showed incredible resilience. He learned to perform daily tasks with his feet and became a prominent activist for people affected by thalidomide, using his personal story to raise awareness and advocate for justice and compensation. Lawsuits began to rain down on Chemie Grünenthal and other pharmaceutical companies responsible for distributing the drug. Revelations of inadequate testing and negligence in marketing thalidomide outraged the public and the medical community. The victims and their families embarked on a prolonged fight for justice and compensation. In 2012, more than 5 decades after thalidomide unleashed a global medical catastrophe, Chemie Grünenthal, the German pharmaceutical company responsible for the drug, finally apologized to the victims. In an event that many considered late and insufficient, Grünenthal claimed that at the time of the drug's release, safety tests did not reveal the teratogenic risks, a statement seen by many as an evasion of responsibility, considering that testing practices and pharmacovigilance of the time were inadequate and negligent. Grünenthal's apology revived the pain and indignation of the victims and their families. It became a palpable reminder of how negligence and lack of accountability can have devastating consequences. It also highlighted the need for stricter regulations and greater oversight in the pharmaceutical industry to prevent future tragedies. In the United States, the tragedy was contained thanks to Dr. Francis Oldham Kelsey, an FDA official who refused to approve thalidomide without further studies, protecting thousands of American babies from its devastating effects. Despite its dark legacy, thalidomide found an ironic twist in its history. Decades later, it was discovered that the drug had effective therapeutic applications in treating leprosy and certain types of cancer, such as multiple myeloma. These new uses, however, come with strict regulations to prevent its use in pregnant women, a constant reminder of its dangerous past. The tragedy of thalidomide remains one of the darkest and most chilling episodes in medical history. It reminds us that while scientific advances can bring great benefits, they can also cause irreparable harm if not handled with due caution. What other dark stories lie behind medical advancements? The search for truth and justice continues, and the lessons learned from thalidomide remain vital to protect future generations. The story of thalidomide is not only a testament to tragedy and negligence, but also to human resilience and the fight for justice. How many other drugs could be waiting in the shadows? Are we truly sure that history won't repeat itself? The truth may be more unsettling than we imagine. Stay tuned to uncover more dark secrets from the world of medicine and science.